What you talking about now, Cine? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_scene_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out. And as I said this in one of my first series. I said, he who has the most knowledge has the most power. And he who has more knowledge than you has more power than you. And he who has, or she, when, 2019, he or she who has the knowledge that you need can control you. If you still Piscean. They can control you if you're Piscean. So what are you going to do with that? This is why it's like, you got to study. This is why you got to, take everything. Like my thing was growing, being that I was raised Piscean, but I was born Aquarian. I couldn't change that. But I had to realize that one thing for me was that I have to make sure, I have to tell whenever I get new information, whenever I'm following somebody, whenever I'm talking, I assume that they're lying. That's my first thing. I want everybody to do that shit for me. Anything that I fucking say, anything that I write, anything, just like, yo, this motherfucker lying. And then go fact check it, go study it, go see, go research that information. I don't give a fuck if I'm questioned. I don't care. That's what you're supposed to be doing. I assume everybody's lying to me. Everybody. When it comes to information and shit, don't get me wrong. When I get in a relationship, that's something totally different. I don't be like, oh, that's not trust issues with that. When it comes to information, I assume everybody's lying and I go research to see if they're telling the truth. Which means what? It developed me into an antithetical scholar. I don't just study the shit that they're telling me to study. I study the shit that could refute them too. You feel what I'm saying? So that way I find what's in the middle. Been the best decision I ever made in my life. I study the shit that can prove what I'm talking about and the shit that's gonna make it wrong. You feel me? And then where I find that commonality in, for me, that's the truth. You dig what I'm saying? For me, that's the truth. I didn't just throw religion away. I can't. That shit's a part of me. It's like, I was raised in the shit. I studied it for 7 years and shit. I didn't really get the shit up till I was 25. You feel me? No, it's 24. 24. So it's like, that is an extension of me. But now it's like, I can't just throw it away and say, oh, this is a lie. Because there had to be something tangible in that motherfucker to make the shit stick. Like it was the truth. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what I had to find. And I was like, okay, this shit makes sense. Now I started bridging gaps, making different connections. So now that I do that on every aspect of life. Just because a motherfucker know more than me don't mean that motherfucker right. Or just because a motherfucker can articulate something better than I can doesn't mean that motherfucker know what they talking about. You dig what I'm saying? That's something that we gotta, that's a part of Piscean thought, to believe that, oh, this motherfucker's intelligent because they can articulate. No. I know a lot of motherfuckers that say their whole fucking words and be dumb as shit. Some of them are your college professors, but that's not here nor there. You know what I'm saying? So from that perspective, I feel like you gotta have that antithesis. You gotta have that balance. You gotta be able to study that shit. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, yo, don't give up your religion. Don't give up your religion. Don't give up your thought process. Don't give up none of that shit until you 100% ready for it. You feel me? I know how this shit applies to me and I know how this shit work for me. I'm just telling anybody to get that shit up because that's dangerous. Motherfuckers can lose their shit when they find out, especially older generation. When they come to terms with that shit, they be like, yo, you know how many opportunities I had, this shit almost broke my heart. Cause when you first get that, when you first wake up, this shit, you be angry than a motherfucker, yo. So I was on some anybody can get it. Cause y'all old heads, y'all lied. Y'all didn't give it. It wasn't that they lied. They didn't have the information. But we assumed that they had the information because coming up from childhood, that's who we always looked up to. That's who we thought. So I'm like, yo, I'm breaking this shit down. This motherfucker, spazzing on them, right? And this person, they snap. Not on me or no shit like that. But when they seen that, oh shit, they started to think about their life. How many opportunities did I miss in life because I said that if this being isn't here, I can't do that. I was like, yo, that shit started, they really started to regret a lot. And at that moment, seeing that shit, I said, yo, I can never do that to somebody again. I apologized to him. But it's like, yo, I expose you to the shit. Ain't nothing. We can't go backwards. We can only go forward. You know, it's like, yo, shit has changed. Like the person has gotten better, but motherfuckers can lose their mind like that. You feel me? Motherfuckers can lose their mind like that. Cause that shit taps into your mind and it controls your sanity. You feel me? So that's my whole thing. Like when I look at how religion plays out, like that's what it is. It's a control mechanism. But it's like you gotta understand when it was created. You feel me? It's Cine.